All right, guys, we got a bug problem and we're trying to solve it. So we just got our Highland mini cows a few months ago, and we're learning about them. And we're finding that they're a little bit higher maintenance than we thought. We've already had Charlie. She got a cold, had to go to the vet, and then the vet had to come here. And then Chief also had a cold and a temperature. They're very healthy, very well, but they're treated like kings and queens, and we're still like finding them to be high maintenance. So what we've done is we went to a local feed and seed store, local livestock store, and they told us what we needed. They actually have 40 or 50 head of cattle themselves. We consulted with Chad Doss out there at Doss Farms. He's got those lovely longhorns and also ponies or mini horses, and he's just got all sorts of animals on his property. And what we found is the going insecticide of choice is permethrin. So it's just you got to adjust the dosage. You want it really, really low if it goes directly on the animal or in their bedding, and that's what Deb is doing right now. She's moved all of their pine shaving beddings off to one side here, and she's put down some powder because both of the cows lay in here, and if they have bugs, then their bedding has bugs. And so we got this from the store. It is called Prozap Insectrin Dust, and it's for lice and fly controls. It's 12 bucks. It's a real low percentage. I'm seeing 0.25. And then we also got a liquid. It's called Stock Guard, and then you got to water that down. So 1 ounce of that per gallon makes a safe solution to put directly on your animals. So that's what we're going to do. We don't want to mix that insecticide with the shavings. So we're going to take the shovel and put the shavings over top of it, because if there's any bugs in that bedding, they'll find their way down to the insecticide, and then we'll scooch everything that way and treat that side. Get the shoveling, lady. All right, this is going really quick. Deb's already got it all covered over here. So we just want to get all those shavings over this side, get it on top of the powder that she's already spread down. And then we'll spread some powder over there and spread some shavings over that. But we were surprised because we thought cattle were more hardy than that. And with one on-site vet visit, one taking the cow to the vet, and another of the vet coming here in 2 months, we found out that they're high maintenance, and we love them to death, but we're learning as we go. And Deb and I were researching this, and what we found is that the winter months are when I guess the populations of lice here explodes in Florida. And so, because people were telling us, oh, when it gets cold, it'll kill them. Well, it doesn't really get that cold here. And when also we noticed that these little bugs were coming off a Chief on our hands and our arms, and we weren't sure what they were. We thought they might be vegetable bugs from picking cauliflower and broccoli out of the garden, but they looked like a flea, but they didn't jump. And it was only after we were paying a lot of attention to the cows that we noticed them, like right around the collars of our, or the shirt sleeves here of our clothing. So we identified them, and we found out that there are at least three different types of lice. They can get lice back in their tail, and that's a different louse than the lice around their shoulder. And then they also have a head lice, and it's the same treatment for them all. But as you can imagine, you don't want to get insecticide and stuff in their eyes. But yeah, they're very susceptible to it. They can lose their hair because of it. I was reading some data that Florida loses like 40 billion pounds of beef a year because or maybe it's million, but because the lice keep the weight low on animals if they're not treated. So if you don't take care of your lice, then your animal is not as healthy, and then you don't get as much yield from it, whether it's milk or whether it's meat. So anyway, we're glad we caught it early, and going to get this stall cleaned up and get it treated, and then treat the cows themselves. She's a pro, I tell you. She's a pro with this stuff. Nice and even.
All right, and just like that, hopefully the stall's treated. We'll treat the cows. We'll treat them again in a couple weeks, and then we'll just keep check on them and see if this is something that we have to do every 6 months or once a year. And we're learning, folks.
Actually turned out to be a nice day after being so cold. You had ice in their water, right? This morning. I wanted to show you guys how or why I thought there was something wrong with them. But they're not cooperating because they're cows. That's what we found. All right, so Charlie's cooperating. So usually like I'm all over Chief, just like loving on him and pushing his head down. And I noticed a lot, besides the fact that whenever they're around dust or any kind of dirt, they always like a chin scratch. And that's kind of cool and that's kind of normal. But I was also noticing that Chief would lick back here on his shoulder a lot. So one time he was licking back here in the middle of his back, and that's Chief. I got Charlie here. And he had a tick right here in his back. So I knew that when he licks his fur that there's an issue. So this morning, he was licking right here, so I pulled his fur back, and I saw like this little, looked like a little tiny pebble. Well, what it was one of those lice, and it looked like a swollen flea, except it was kind of dug into his hide a little bit. So I pulled it out and looked at it closely, and that's exactly what it was. And that was this morning, and that's what led us to all this. And so we talked to our local feed store where we got the supplies, and they have a bunch of cattle. I don't know how many, 30, 40 head. And I asked them what they used, and they gave me recommendations. So that's what we love about them. If you're in the area, it's Creekside in Vernon, Florida. And I was talking to Angie Sapp there, and her husband Dwayne have a big farm with cows in addition to the store. But as I look in Charlie's hair right here, I don't know if I see nits, but I see little white things. So it could be lice nits. So we're going to treat what we can and just keep an eye on them, because unless you have a chute or some kind of squeeze chute or something, it's hard to keep them still. Usually I can like squeeze Chief like between my legs and he'll stay still. All right, you've got the gloves on. You want me to spray, and then you just kind of rub it in. Okay. Charlie thinks it's something to eat. She's missing out on something. It's a really low concentration of this that goes directly on the animal. Whereas the stuff that you would put directly, let's say, on your buildings to kill insects is like 25%. This is 0.08. It's not even 1%.
Such a good boy.
He is. He's so chill. Well, I'm not sure Charlie's going to put up with it like this. And this will just make him feel so much better than having those things crawling around on him and biting on him. I hate that. I hate that for any animal. I hate it for the deer that I hunt. Like if I could, I would put out bait stations with something so that the deer would be healthier with medicine or something. But I don't know that there's anything out there. I'm the squeeze chute here.
Go, baby.
They also make these dusting stations where you have these bags full of the dust of it, and you put it where the cow travels a lot, like in and out of the barn, and then they get the dust on them. He's mooing. He's about had it. She's the wild one. She's the wild card. You're gonna get freedom. You're gonna get freedom, old boy. Go out there and dry your hair off. When I was talking to Angie out at Creekside, watch your hair. She said when they do it, an internal and an external de-louse or de-worm or de-bug, and they treat them. They get them in the chute and they do everything all at once. And yeah, I guess in some cases it's preventative, and in some case it's reactive. I'll turn her, maybe. Yeah, you stay, girl. Okay. We got a good wind, so it's pushing any of the vapors and overspray away. Are we good with her?
I think so.
For now? Okay. All right. We did. Uh-oh, she's gonna take care of business now. What are you doing, Chief? You're a mess pot. Oh boy. And Charlie's already scratching. Maybe you should be scratching off dead bugs. What'd you think about that?
Well, I think we went from this morning, oh my gosh, they have lice, to treating them. So I'm actually really happy about that. As Brett said, we're just learning as we go, and this is crazy. We thought cows, hardy, right? You put them in a pasture, you give them some hay, you give them some grain, you give them shelter, they're hardy. Well, that's not so much the case, but guess what? These cows found themselves a great home because we will do whatever it is that they need, when they need it, how they need it. So stay
You said
tuned.
I'm really good at finding bugs, right?
He has a bug thing. It's so funny. Like when he found them on him, I had a couple on me, but I thought they were just little seeds. And they didn't give me the heebie-jeebies. He kept saying, I think they're fleas. I said, they're not fleas. They're just like little aphids or something. I wasn't worried about him yesterday when we first saw him. And then today, I saw him picking through Chief like a monkey picking through his mate. And I thought, oh my goodness. But I'm glad he did, because I wouldn't have known. I didn't make that correlation at all that they had him. So the farm that we got him from, Morley Farm, she's wonderful. She responds to me so quickly. She said it's good that we caught them so soon because it can make them lose their hair. So we've had no hair loss. We've had, other than them scratching against a tree, I don't think they're that uncomfortable. So I think we caught them in time, but time will tell as to when we retreat them and if we are able to take care of it quickly. I think that does it for us for now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching us and our buggy cows. We appreciate you guys. We hope you have a wonderful, amazing, and blessed day. Be kind to one another. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.